Yo, what is good, guys? This is Nathan Soriano, and I'm currently reporting for The Onion, and I'm currently in the beautiful streets of Hamburg in the newly found German Empire, as you can see. I'm here to interview the mastermind behind the recent reunification of Germany in 1871, and this guy who is behind all of this is named Otto von Bismarck. But before I interview him, I'd like to provide some context on what led us to this historic event. So some of the younger folks might not know this, but before our current German Empire became reunited in 1871, we were once the Holy Roman Empire at the beginning of the 1800s. However, a short, pudgy Frenchman decided to invade all of Europe and completely rearrange our entire political and geographic scene. And he also invaded Germany and took over Germany for a bit. And this was known as the Napoleonic Wars. What would you call it? His invasion of Germany is relevant because it created nationalism in Germany because Germans resisted the French occupation and tried to find ways to create a national identity to resist the French occupation. And after Napoleon, was pushed back into France and the Treaty of Vienna was signed in 1815 to end the Napoleonic Wars, Germany was divided into 30 or so small states that were joined by a loose confederation. And even though Germany was all split up into small states, the German identity and nationalism still persisted due to a shared language and cultural similarities. And Otto von Bismarck fully took advantage of this nationalism feelings in the 1860s by using feelings of patriotism and nationalism to fuel the three wars that he waged to reunify Germany. So, without further ado, His Serene Highness Otto von Bismarck.
Thank you. It's an honor. Hey guys, I'm Otto von Bismarck. Nathan, you can just call me Otto though. Anyways, it's been W's across the board for the German Empire. Back when we were just Prussia, we were absolutely not putting up with the French rule. The Napoleon guy was starting to get on my nerves, So I decided we got to take our land back. I'm gonna be honest with you, Nathan, I wasn't completely sure about this whole plan of mine, but it was worth a shot. So anyways, as Prussia, we invaded Denmark in 1864. Wouldn't you know, we came out on top and we got new territory out of it. So with this new power gain, I decided, well, why don't we keep invading places? And so we invaded Austria in 1866. And that war only lasted 7 weeks, so I knew we were ready to take on the big guy, or should I say small guy, Napoleon,
Of course.
Anyways, in that final war, I collected myself. Through the magic of a little bit of manipulation, we pressured France to go to war with us in 1870. And just like that, we had an undefeated record of 3-0, our land back, and no more Napoleon. The German Empire is brand new and a force to be reckoned with that. Nathan. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you, Otto. This guy, he loves to use realpolitik. He's a gaslighter. He's a manipulative, but the facts speak for themselves. He did reunify the German Empire, and for that I'm thankful. But it's easy to praise the reunification of Germany from the leader's perspective. Why don't we speak to the everyday people who fueled the war? And for that, I have Lawson who is a former German infantryman, or Prussian infantryman, but he's now a shoemaker. So.
Yep. Thank you so much for bringing me on this news report. And at first, when I saw Otto von Bismarck, I was like, who is this guy? Because he was 6'4" and he looked like the rest of our soldiers. But as he came up with these ideas on taking on the French and then Denmark and then Austria, we're like, this guy's crazy. But as he went on against Denmark and then won, we were like, this guy might have an idea. So we started following him. And then soon to come, we were over here taking over France. And, to be a soldier, it was crazy back in the day because France was such a world power. But then, I retire and now I see all these relics and structures supporting Otto von Bismarck and everyone loves him. So yeah, thank you so much for bringing me here.
Thank you, Lawson. And with that, Germany's reunified. Everyone's super patriotic. Nationalism is in full swing, and it's a beautiful day to be a German. So.